Hello, I'm Em and this is Books and Bath Bombs, and today is day 6. I barely managed to do the right number here, but today is day 6 of BookTubeAthon. We are at the end stretch of the readathon, and I won't say much about my reading process because I am constantly filming vlog updates and I'm gonna put together all of those to one video after the readathon is over. But I will say that I have a bit of reading left and I am thinking of switching up my TBR to make it easier for me, but we will see about that later. This video is all about the 6th video challenge. So today I'm gonna be talking about bookish places that I want to travel-ish. The challenge was to create either a road trip or like just a big travel plan for bookish places. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today, and that's why we are here. I thought that this would be an appropriate place for this, as we have like this big map of the whole world, so I can show you all the places that I would like to go. So I filmed the entire video and I completely forgot to show you the places on the maps, so we're just gonna go through this all over again. Okay, so the first thing I need to do if I want to travel somewhere is I have to get to an airport. I have an airport in my hometown, but that airport can only take me to like other cities in Sweden, which is where I live, where I'm from. So the first thing I need to do is to get to a bigger city in Sweden. So I've decided to go to Stockholm with the first book in the Torka aldrig tårar utan handskar series, which is a Swedish trilogy by author Jonas Gardell. The title for this roughly translates to Don't Ever Dry Tears Without Gloves. And this story is about the gay community in Sweden in the 80s. And I really enjoyed the series, and it is unfortunately not available in English. I think someone should translate it already because it is such a beautiful trilogy. The writing is spectacular, and this series mixes fiction with history, which I think is really fun. It stays interesting even though there's a lot of like historical things in this series, so I really enjoyed it. So our first location is here. This is where Stockholm is, right here, and this is where I live, so not too far a distance. So yeah, this is our first location where our first book takes place. Alright, so we're in Stockholm, we're at the airport. The first place we're gonna go is London with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This book takes place in the 1800s, and I want to go to modern day London, but I thought I would mention this book for my London pick anyway, because this is one of the books that I have read this week for the readathon. So we're gonna go to London. The reason for that is because the UK is such a great country, I love it there, and they're leaving the EU soon, so I have to go there fast before it gets complicated to travel there, maybe. I don't know, we don't know. And the main reason why I want to go to London is because I want to go to the Lush Oxford Street store. This channel is, after all, Books and Bath Bombs, so I talk about Lush on this channel. I love the store Lush. So I want to go to Lush in London and buy exclusive Oxford Street products because I love Lush. Alright, so we have London right here on the map. So we're gonna travel from Stockholm all the way down to London for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay, so we're in Europe, so we're just gonna keep traveling to another place in Europe. So the other location in Europe I want to go to is Paris with Anna and the French Kiss. I bet a lot of people are gonna choose this book for this video, but you know, Paris is such a gorgeous city. It's not a very far travel distance from London either, so it's just perfect for this. Okay, so this is London where we're currently at, and here's Paris. So it's a pretty short travel distance, but yeah, Paris and Anna and French Kiss. Okay, so I've been to a couple of places in Europe. Now I want to see something completely different. And my main goal for this travel experience is going to be the United States. So I mean, the logical thing would be to go from Paris over to the United States, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna take a massive detour and we're gonna go to Tokyo with the Skip Beat manga by Yoshiki Nakamura. So this is a manga series about a girl named Kyoko who follows her like true love to support him in Tokyo while he's trying to become a famous musician. However, it turns out that he is only using her kind of as a maid while he is around doing other stuff with other people, and she gets really mad and she swears that she will have her revenge. And the way she's gonna get revenge is to enter the showbiz industry and beat him. So not only does this manga take place in a wonderful city, aka Tokyo, it also takes place in the showbiz industry, which is really interesting. And it's so much fun to see Kyoko grow as a person and as an actress, because that's what she decides to do. and this manga has a lot of drama, a lot of humor, and it is my absolute favorite manga of all time. I love it. More people should read it. Okay, so this is where we're at. I don't know if you can even see it, and we're gonna travel all the way across Asia to Japan, and here is Tokyo. So, skip beat in Tokyo. Okay, so I have 3 locations in the United States that I want to mention in this video. And you know, since we're in Japan, we might as well take this short trip over the North Pacific Ocean, over to the west coast of the United States. So the first place in the United States we're gonna go to is San Francisco with the book 10,000 Skies Above You by Claudia Gray. Firebird Trilogy, which this series is called, takes place in a lot of different places, but the main characters live in the Bay Area, I believe. I think they live in the Bay Area. And I have lived in the Bay Area too. I lived there for 3 months last year, and it was such a beautiful location, and I really want to go back there and revisit all of the places that I went to, say hi to my old host family, and just all of that. So I want to go to the Bay Area. Okay, so I can't really zoom in this time until we're actually at the location, but this is where we're starting. We're starting in Tokyo, and then we're going all the way across the globe to San Francisco. It's way over here, you can barely see it. I'm gonna zoom in just a sec. We made it to San Francisco, and we had to wait in a line at the airport because we came from outside of the United States. But we made it! And here we're in San Francisco with 10,000 Skies Above You. Alright, we've done the west coast, now it's time for the east coast. And the first place on the east coast we're gonna go to is New York, with the book The Hidden Oracle by Rick Riordan. So this book takes place not only in New York but also on Long Island, because it takes place on Camp Half-Blood, but the beginning portion takes place in New York City. And I've been to New York City as well. I've been there once, and it was such a beautiful city. I only had a couple of hours to spend there, so I definitely want to go back. Alright, so this time we're starting in San Francisco, and we're gonna go all the way across. I'm not even sure where New York is. Oh, there it is. Okay, to New York. New York with The Trials of Apollo, Book 1, The Hidden Oracle. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the last location for this video. This is probably the location I would be most excited to go. Unfortunately, it does not exist in real life. But if I could, I would go to Connecticut, and I would go to Stanwich. Stanwich is a fictional city in Connecticut where all of Morgan Matson's book takes place. Morgan Matson is my all-time favorite author. This is her latest book, The Unexpected Everything. It also takes place in Stanwich like the rest of them, and all of her characters live there. It just sounds like the perfect place to be in summertime, and it's definitely summertime still, it's July, so it would be perfect to go to Stanwich. Okay, so this will also be one of those short travel distances. Here's New York, here's Connecticut, so it's a very short distance. But yeah, we're in Connecticut with The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. Alright, so I don't have any bookish locations left, but I just figured I would show you where I live, so naturally what I would go after this insane bookish trip is done. So we are currently in Connecticut, US, and I live in Sweden, which is over here. So we're gonna travel all across the North Atlantic Ocean to here, which is where I live. So yeah, I am home, and I hope that you enjoyed this little travel video. I just thought it was perfect since I have a world map in my house. So yeah, let me know where you would go on your bookish location thing. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye!